11th Science Chemistry, the basic principles in organic chemistry.
Hello students, in previous lecture we have studied detail about the organic compounds, that is carbon compounds. The carbon compounds, the general properties of the carbon compounds, and the structural formula, molecular formula and general formula of carbon compounds or organic compounds. All of you studied detail about the alkanes, alkenes and alkynes and their examples as well as their molecular formula, their general formula, structural formula, and all of you aware of that alkanes, alkenes or alkynes, which is also known as hydrocarbons. See here, we can represent these all organic compounds using different methods. There are different types of organic compounds, that is alkane, alkene, alkynes, aldehyde, ketones, carboxylic acids, alcohols, phenols, amines, amides, etc. And lot of millions of organic compounds are there in the nature, found in the nature or everyday in the life. All of you learn about that. We use the different methods to write structures of organic compounds. There are condensed structural formula which has to be used to represent those organic compounds, as well as we can represent those organic compounds using bond line structure, or it is also called as zigzag structure. All of these studied in previous lecture. Then first of all, we have to taking few more examples for writing the condensed structural formula and bond line formula of organic compounds. All of you studied about the alkanes, alkenes and alkynes. Taking examples from alkane, alkene and alkynes, we can practice for writing the condensed structural formula as well as bond line structural formula. Yes. Then first of all, see here condensed structural formula, which can be write in two different forms, that is form A and form B. For example, taking one example for it, I will write two different types of condensed structural formula for that organic compound. See here, for example, butane. I am taking the example of butane, that which having the formula, molecular formula C4H10. Then that contains 4 carbon atoms are there. See here, there are 4 carbon atoms, and that 4 carbon atoms are in chain, that is in carbon-carbon chain. Then we can write in form A condensed structural formula. For that is, see here, that is CH3 is present at the terminal of the chain, CH3, CH2, CH2 dash CH3. Here the CH3, and between CH2 there is bond which is represented by dash line. It is a solid line. That means here we can write the butane structure in this form also, or avoiding this bond between those 4 carbon atoms, we can write this form B of condensed structural formula, that is CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. That means the same condensed structural formula have to be write for the same molecule in different form, that is form B. That means avoiding the solid line which is used or represent the bond between carbon and carbon. Similarly, we can write a bond line formula for this butane. In bond line formula, the only bonds are represented using solid line in zigzag manner. That means carbon-carbon chain is represented by only the zigzag line. That means terminal of these zigzag line are represented, or it is at the terminal of that bond line there is methyl group is there. That means at terminal methyl group is there, and each corner there is carbon which is present at each corner, and valency of carbon which is fulfilled, that is here CH2 and CH2. That means here bond line formula for this butane is shown like this. That means corner indicates carbon is there, and also at terminal end methyl group is represented at terminal of that bond line. Then see here, that is the condensed structural formula in form A for butane is there. In form B it is written like this, and in zigzag form or in bond line form the structure of butane is like this. Then we can take a few more example for it. That is in butane the next alkane, that is pentane, which having formula that is C5H12, which containing 5 carbon atoms are there. For writing the condensed structural formula there is only 1 carbon and 2 hydrogens are more than in butane. Therefore, for writing that is condensed structural formula for pentane, that is CH3, CH2, CH2, and see here CH2, CH3. That means there are total 5 carbon atoms. See here in condensed structural formula at terminal line methyl group are there, and in form B it should be written like this: CH3, CH2, 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 CH3. Then we can write the bond line formula for pentane. That is here one more line is the bond line formula for pentane. See here at terminal end CH3 are there, that is methyl groups are there, and at middle at each corner carbon is there, means that is the bond line formula for pentane. Similarly, you can write the condensed structural formula as well as the bond line formula for any organic compound. Then I am going to taking one more example, that is of alkene. See here pentene, that means here ene suffix which indicates that there is carbon carbon double bond is there, and pent, that means it contains 5 carbon atom. Therefore we have to write the condensed structure for it, that is CH3 dash CH2 CH2 CH double bond CH2. See here, focus on it. ene in, that means carbon carbon double bond is there. See here, this double bond is between carbon and carbon, not the hydrogen. In condensed form it is written like CH3 CH2 CH2 CH double bond CH2. In form B condensed structural formula we can write this is like also CH3 CH2 CH2 CH double bond CH2. Then for more convenient we have to use this form A for writing the condensed structural formula for any organic compound. Then we can write the bond line structure for this alkene, that is pentene, is like this. There are total 5 carbon atoms are there. Therefore we can write the bond line structure like this, and there is in first carbon atom and second carbon atom there is double bond. Therefore we have to write the double bond at this position, and that is the bond line formula for pentene. Similarly, if we can write one more structure of this compound, means there is a branch at the second carbon atom in this pentene structure, then we can write the condensed structural formula for it. Only form A, that is condensed structural formula in form A. Then we can write the bond line structure for this is, see here, first of all, write the zigzag line, using zigzag line for straight chain only. Then there are 5 carbon atoms. Then we have to write the bond zigzag line for it. In first carbon atom and second carbon atom, there is a double bond. Then we have to write the double bond at this position. And here there is a branch at second carbon atom. Therefore, we have to write the one more solid line drawing like this. That is the bond line formula for this organic compound. Then one more example we have to take on here, that is, suppose there is a structure that is CH3, 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 CH2, OH, like this. It is an alcohol in which OH group is there. It is a functional group, OH functional group, that is hydroxyl functional group present in this compound. That means it is a alcohol. And then here I have written the condensed structural formula for this alcohol. Then we have to write the bond line formula for this compound, the same compound. First of all, find out the total carbon atom present in the straight line structure, which should contain that functional group. Therefore, the straight chain we can take on the same for this, in which OH is there. Therefore, there are total 3 carbon atoms are there. Therefore, we have to write like this. And at the terminal end, that is at this terminal, there is OH group is there. Therefore, OH is written like this. And at second position, that is the first carbon atom, second carbon atom to second carbon atom, there are 2 branches are there. Therefore, that is the first carbon atom, second carbon atom, there are 2 branches. Therefore, we have to draw like this. Then that is the bond line or zigzag formula for this organic structure. Then you have to make the practice for writing condensed structural formula as well as bond line structural formula for organic compounds by solving the examples from or questions from exercise. Then one more concept is there. There are lot of organic compounds are there, from simple to complex, which having the longest chain of carbon atom as well as which having the simple chain of carbon atom. One more thing I am going to clear here. For representing the organic compound on board, blackboard or on the paper, then there are some methods to represent the organic compounds on blackboard or on page. Then drawing organic molecules, structure of organic molecules in 3D structures. All of you studied about the structure or geometry of the organic compounds. Most of the organic compounds have 3D structure, that means 3-dimensional structure, that means they have geometry. For example, methane has tetrahedral geometry, and few of the organic compounds which having different geometries like pyramidal geometry or trigonal geometry, that is planar geometry, etc. Then how to represent these 3D structure of organic compound on paper or on blackboard, because paper and blackboard are 2-dimensional and the structure of organic compounds are 3-dimensional structures. To draw the 3-dimensional structures, there are different methods are used for drawing these 3D structures of organic compound on paper or on blackboard. See here, there are 4 methods to draw the 3-dimensional structures of organic compounds. First, Beige formula. Second one, features projection formula. Third one, Newman projection formula. And Sawhorse, or it is also known as Anderon or perspective formula to represent the 3D structure on paper. Then see here, first of all, Beige formula. That is, in Beige formula, the 3D structure is representing by using solid wedge, that is known as solid wedge, and dashed wedge or normal line, that is normal wedge. There are three types of solid wedge, dashed wedge and normal wedge are used to represent the bond present in the organic compounds. Then taking one example of this, we have to write the wedge formula, features projection formula, Newman projection formula and Sawhorst formula for the same molecules. Then see here the first simple example for it, that is methane. Methane have formula CH4, which containing only one carbon atom is there. Therefore, we have to write the geometry of methane, 3D structure of methane using wedge formula like this. First of all, write the carbon atom at the center. Then the CH bond, there are 4 CH bond which is represented by using solid wedge, dashed wedge and normal wedge. Here the one of the CH bond is shown represented by solid wedge, and that solid wedge indicates that CH bond is projecting towards the reader, that CH bond is represented like this, see, like this, towards the direction of reader. Then see here one more CH bond which is represented by dash wedge. That means that dash wedge, that means this CH bond is representing or pointing backside of that paper. That means it is away from the reader. Then see here 2 more CH bond which is written using the normal line, and that normal line, normal wedge, that is CH bond which is represented by normal wedge, which indicates that these 2 CH bonds are present on the paper. That means here to represent this 3D structure of methane, then we can represent the geometry of that methane like this. There are 4 CH bond, which is out of these 2 CH bonds are shown by normal line which is on paper. That means here carbon, this CH bond is on the paper, this CH bond is on the paper, and the CH bond which is projecting towards the reader, that means on upward side of the paper, that is like this. And fourth one, the bond, that is which is represented by dashed line, which is at back side of the paper like this. See here, that is the geometry, tetrahedral geometry of methane molecule. At the center carbon is there. These 2 bonds which is shown by normal wedges which is on the paper, that means here H and H, these are also on the paper, and this CH bond which is represented by solid wedge, that means this CH bond is projecting towards the reader. Fourth CH bond is backside of the paper. That means that methane molecule has tetrahedral geometry which is represented on the paper using wedge formula. The same structure of methane we can represent by using feature projection formula. Here this method is also known as cross method. That means in this method carbon chain is represented by a vertical line, and the carbon which is present in the chain or in this molecule which is represented by a cross. If there are 3 carbon atoms, then see here this vertical line, at the terminal end there is a carbon, at the cross of this vertical and horizontal line there is one more carbon is there, and at the terminal end there is one more carbon is there. Then the horizontal line, this horizontal line which indicates the bond by which is represented by solid wedge. That means these indicates that these bonds, these are upward of the paper, and the vertical line, the bond which is represented by vertical line, these are represented, that means these are projecting, that these are back side of the paper. That means we can draw the organic compound, structure of organic compound using features projection formula. Simply the compound which is shown using vertical and horizontal line, that means here methane is shown like this. Here carbon chain which is represented by vertical line, and there are horizontal line, on the cross there is carbon is there, and 4 hydrogen atoms which are, that is bonded with carbon by CH bond. That is the features projection formula or cross formula for representing the methane molecule. Similarly, we can draw the features projection formula for propane also. Propane having formula C3H8. We can write the 3D structure of propane using features projection formula like this. There are 3 carbon atoms. Therefore, these 3 carbon atoms are represented by cross line. That means there is a cross line, and at cross there is a carbon which is represented by cross, and the remaining hydrogen, that is CH bonds, are shown like this. That is the features projection formula for propane. Then we can write the features projection formula or cross projection formula for different organic compound which having 2 or many carbon atoms. For example, one more example is there, that is glucose. Glucose which having formula C6H12O6, and the glucose having 6 carbon atom which is shown by vertical line, and there are 6 carbon atoms, therefore there are 6 cross, 3, 4, 5 and 6 cross are there. At each cross there are 6 carbon atoms are there, and in glucose there are CH and COH bonds are there. That is CH2OH, but for then CH, OH, CH, OH, CH, OH, CH, OH, and remaining last one is, that is CH double bond O. It is aldehyde group is present at the end. We can write the same structural formula or feature projection formula. Here the CHO group is there, and CH2OH, that group is written at the, then that is the features projection formula for glucose. Then few examples I am going to take in of organic compound to draw the 3D structure of those molecules using Newman projection formula as well as in Sawhorse or Anderon or perspective formula. Then see here example, ethane. Ethane which having molecular formula C2H6 and having condensed formula, that is CH3-CH3. See here, to draw 3D structure of ethane molecule by Newman projection formula, the 3D structure of ethane is visualized or drawn by using carbon-carbon single bond on the paper. Then how to draw the carbon-carbon single bond? First of all, see here there are 2 carbon atoms. The front carbon atom which is shown by dot, and the rear carbon atom, that another one carbon atom, that is rear carbon atom, which is represented by a circle. That means it indicates the front carbon atom which is indicated by dot, and the rear carbon atom which is at back side of that front carbon atom, which cannot be seen by the reader. Therefore, the front carbon atom is represented by point and the rear carbon atom is represented by circle. That means here we can represent the carbon-carbon single bond like this. That means we can see only this carbon atom which is represented by point and the carbon atom which is exactly placed backside of that carbon atom. Therefore, this carbon atom cannot be seen by reader. Therefore, it is represented by circle. Then the 3 CH bonds of the front carbon atom which is represented like this, the solid line from the center. That means here CH, 3 CH bonds of front carbon atom is drawn from the center, and there are also 3 CH bond of backside carbon atom which cannot be seen by because of this front carbon atom, and the 3 CH bond of backside carbon atom which is shown by the solid lines, but these lines are drawn from the circle. These lines are drawn from the circle. That means see here, these are the 3 CH bonds of backside carbon atom which is represented or which is drawn from circle. That means we can see this ethane molecule like this, and we can see the different configuration for it when these 3 CH bonds of backside carbon atom is exactly lies between those 2 CH bonds of front carbon atom. Then we can write like this. That is the ethane molecule. Or when these 3 CH bonds of backside carbon atom which is lies exactly of the 3 CH bond of the front carbon atom, then we can draw like this, just near to it, like this. That is the 3D structure of ethane using Newman projection formula. The same structure of the ethane, 3D structure of ethane, can be represented by using Sawhorse or Anderson or perspective formula. Writing the 3D structure of ethane, the front carbon atom is written like this, and CC bond, that means carbon-carbon bond, is drawing using a slanting line. Using a slanting line. That means here in Newman projection formula, the carbon-carbon bond is like this. That means we can see only the front carbon atom, and rear carbon atom is exactly backside of that front carbon atom. But in Sawhorse formula, the same carbon-carbon bond which is represented by a slanting line. That means we can see both carbon atoms. Because of this slanting portion, we can see both carbon atoms, and we can write both carbon atoms on paper also. Therefore, that is represented by a slanting line, using slanting line between carbon-carbon single bond. And then the 3 CH bond of this front carbon atom, if it is drawn like this, and if the 3 CH bond of backside carbon atom which is lies exactly below that, below that of 3 CH bond of front carbon atom, then we can write like this. And if 3 CH bond of back carbon atom is lies between CH bond of front 3 between 3 CH bond of front carbon atom, then these are written like this. Then that is the Sawhorse or Anderson formula for writing the 3D structure of any organic compound. We discussed about the representing the 3D structures of organic compounds, drawing 3D structures of all organic compounds using these 4 methods. Today we discussed on the different methods of drawing 3D structures of organic compound. By using these 4 different methods, we can draw the 3D structures or geometry of any organic compounds. Then I am going to stop here and thank you.